Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Mary. I post fashion, beauty, and health and wellness videos, but I just finished up the work day and I figured it'd be kind of fun to start a little vlog tonight. I'm making meatballs tonight. I don't think I'm making pasta, we're just doing meatballs and then some like toast and veg and all of that. And then I just prepped sourdough oatmeal chocolate chip cookies for dessert. Obviously I just prepped the dough. I haven't made the cookies yet, but oatmeal chocolate chip is my favorite type of cookie, so I am so excited about these. I've been craving them, and yeah. And then I have my sourdough starter right here, and I'm gonna use it tomorrow to make a loaf. But the only thing that makes them different than regular oatmeal chocolate chip cookies is that they use just a little bit of starter as the rising agent, so they're not like, it's not like they're like completely like sourdough doesn't really mean anything except for that it's a different process of fermentation to rise it. So yeah, but anyways, I'm making breadcrumbs right now. I have, these are the breadcrumbs that I currently have, but I just feel like I'm gonna need a little bit more than this. I hope these are fine. I think they are. So anyways, I have this slice of sourdough that I'm going to add, and then I'm going to make breadcrumbs out of this for my meatballs. I figured I would kind of just walk you guys through. Sometimes I like just like cooking in the kitchen, talking to you guys, doing the thing. So we have that. This is like the best thing ever. It's my little Cuisinart that I got from Costco. It's the best. But I need to unload the dishwasher and just get everything ready. Get my candles lit, all the things. Breadcrumbs, 1 pound of ground beef, half a pound of Italian sausage, 2 eggs, and I'm gonna mix this and add some other stuff. Italian seasoning, red pepper flakes, Parmesan, and roasted garlic. And I'm gonna mix this all together, and that's it. Oh wait, no, we need some olive oil because usually I would use red wine, but I don't have any, so I'm just adding olive oil just for a little bit more liquid. I might add some more, but let's see. LOL, I forgot to show them before we got in, but they turned out great. Cookies before bake. And they look pretty damn good if I do say so myself. Hello you guys, it is the next evening and I am about to head out to a workout class. I just finished up work for the day, so yeah, I'm gonna head out, but I'm just like kind of prepping the room so that when I get back, it's like, I don't know, prepped. But it's like cozy in here. But anyways, I really want to get this load of laundry folded quickly before heading out. But a few notes about working out. I mean, I work out at home most days. You guys know that because I do Pilates here. But when I go to a hot yoga class, I have kind of changed. Also, you see me folding Blake's tidy whities, so that's cool. But I've kind of changed because I used to be such a workout set girly, and I am not a workout set girl anymore. I love wearing like, not mismatched, like I still like to be matching, but like even right now I'm wearing just this Lulu top and then like gray, why are we out of focus right now? Hey. But I'm just wearing like this kind of like weird acid wash, which is not usually my style, but I actually really like this top. And then I'm wearing like matching gray bottoms, but I'm just like not in my like workout set era, I guess. I mean, I still like them. I just don't find myself gravitating towards them as much. Obviously, I always want to feel like put together for a workout, but I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were talking about Oh my God, this is so frustrating. I feel like not the quality content you guys want to see. But I also want to get this folded. So we're multitasking. But I also, does anyone else do laundry like every day? Like I fully just like do not like having a laundry day, so I'm constantly doing loads because I would rather do like honestly a load a day than like honestly probably a load every other day. I would rather do a load every other day than do Blake and I's laundry like all on Sunday, and that just doesn't sound fun to me. But anyways, I was listening to a podcast and it was Gals On The Go, and they were talking about going to the gym. And this girl was like a makeup artist, and she was talking about how she like does light makeup for the gym, which is interesting. It's just like not my vibe. I'm the complete opposite, where like if I go to a yoga class, I need to have a clean face. Like I need to wash my face and brush my teeth before, and then put on a little bit of lip stuff so that I just feel like cleansed. And then I want my hair back like slick like I have right now, because I don't want it in my face. But I also sweat like a crazy person at yoga, because if you've been to Ritual, you know what I mean. It's hot in there. But still, it was just interesting because like they feel the most put together when they wear like glow screen, which I love glow screen, but glow screen and like a little bit of lip liner, and like that just like could not be more me, or could not be more not me. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how everyone is so different, and like everyone feels confident in different ways and like doing different things. But guys, I am dreaming about those meatballs that we had last night. We have leftovers tonight, and I'm not kidding you, I'm so excited. I literally wanted to have some for lunch, but I knew I was going to yoga, and I was like, I don't know if I want to be burping up meatballs at yoga. Sorry if that's like TMI, but so I opted for something a little lighter. But anyways, that's what I don't like about evening yoga classes, is like I feel like I have to eat lighter all day, because otherwise my stomach is just like super off during yoga. And I used to not have an issue with that. Like I used to be totally good to like literally like I would eat a sandwich right before going to dance cardio and I would be totally fine. But I'm just like not in that phase of life anymore. I don't know what changed. I feel like there's a lot changing. Like Grayson was telling me, Grayson's one of my friends if you guys don't know this. She was telling me about how women go through a second puberty. Guys, is that true? Because if so, did I already talk about this, or did I talk to Blake about it? I know I talked to Blake about it, and he was like, who said that? And I was like, I don't know, I saw it on TikTok. Grayson saw it on TikTok. So who knows what to believe, but honestly, I wouldn't doubt it, because I just feel like random things have changed with my body. Not even with my body, just with like my tolerances and stuff. Okay, I have to go or else I'm gonna be late. Guys, add this song to your playlist. Trust. It's like a total vibe. Mariella by Khruangbin and Leon Bridges. Hi guys. Okay, so I have my sparkling water here, and I figured I have some food in the oven, and we're doing just kind of what we like to do. Like if I have any like meat left over, I usually just make veggies to go with it. I won't do anything like super special, because we try, both Blake and I hate wasting food, so we try to like utilize leftovers. Oh, speaking of the devil, hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. How was your day?
Good. You talking to someone?
The vlog.
I was like, are you on a phone call?
No, someone's over.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, I want to talk to them about this, but then I want to hear about your day, so I'm just gonna talk to them, okay? Okay, anyways. So, I wanted to talk about something that I've had people bring up to me, and I want to just like talk about it, because we live in a world where, first of all, a lot of the people who watch this, like I feel like a lot of you guys are in your 20s and like early 30s, probably, maybe, I don't know, but I'm gonna make that statement, like at least who I've talked to, like 20s and 30s, maybe like even before 20s, like 18 to 30 maybe. And that naturally means that like a lot of us are career girlies entering our career, and we're entering our career in a very interesting time because obviously work from home is a thing. So I wanted to talk about how I stay not even productive, just how I stay A, social, and B, how I prioritize my wellness while working from home. And so I can't really make blanket statements just because my work from home experience is obviously going to be very different from yours, which is different from other people's. But what I can say is working remote can be very isolating. And so I think you have to be very intentional about how you spend your days. So for example, like Blake, as I see him, sexy man. Did you hear what I just said to them?
You say sexy.
I go, sexy man. I like your outfit. Oh, you're hunting for your wallet.
I swear I was sitting here, and last night, and I was filling out my, what is it called? Global entry stuff. And didn't I have?
I don't know. I think I was I was reading. I don't remember what I was doing.
Yeah, reading.
Anyways, and so like he goes into an office every day, so obviously he has the social component of work that you just don't get from work or while working from home. And so I think you have to be really intentional with seeing people. So whether that is, and like that can look different every day. Like for example, before work every morning, Kate and I go get a coffee. But right now, Kate's in Italy. And so I don't really have that connection in the mornings. So I set intentions with myself at the beginning of the week, and I'm like, okay, I am going to go to a coffee shop to work this day. I'm going to ask Claire if she wants to go for a walk after work, or I'm gonna see if Jess wants to meet for a lunch walk. Little things like that like it will help you to be social and like cultivate connections outside of your work Zoom meetings, and B, it'll help you get yourself out of your apartment, because like I've gone through phases where I literally will not, I thought you were listening in.
No.
Where I will not leave my apartment like all day while working, and like that's not healthy for anyone. So if you have big meetings, also go for a walk. Like I don't know what your company vibe is, but like at mine, like if I'm in a big meeting, I'm gonna take that meeting from a walk, and I'm gonna be cameras off. And by big meeting, I mean like probably more than 20 people, I would say. Maybe more than 25. Mostly if you're not talking in the meeting. But I know that that's not a reality for everyone. Like not everyone can do that. So if you can't, and you have to be glued to your computer from 9 to 5, I think the biggest thing is like go to coffee in the morning, or just get out and go for a walk in the morning with friends, and then plan something for the evening too. Like even if you, like for example, I like to work out usually in the mornings, but sometimes in the evenings. But like I usually do Pilates in the morning, then go get a coffee with Kate, come back, have the work day, and then I'll see if someone wants to do something after. So whether that's like even just like running to Sephora, or like running to get groceries, or running to do like little things like that. For me, I'm lucky to say like a lot of my friends live in my building, which is a beautiful thing. But if you don't have that, I think just like actively asking people who also work remote to do things together, and also like go to a coffee shop with a friend. I don't know if this is helping at all, but that's how I cultivate social connections, because like I'm the type of person who I don't like need social interaction. Like I'm kind of an introvert, but when I don't have it, it's almost like a domino effect where I start to isolate myself even more and more. So I have to kind of force myself to have it, if that makes sense. I need to check on my food, but then I want to touch on maintaining a routine. Okay, next up is like maintaining a routine, and I think it kind of goes hand in hand. I kind of was talking about that, but I think like go on walks during the day, even if you take your lunch break. And I don't know if this is a healthy habit, but I think it's fine. Like even if you take your lunch break at your computer and have lunch at your computer, like I'm just being honest, this is what I usually do. I'll eat lunch at my computer, and then I'll go on a walk during like actual like lunch break. And I think that just helps me to reset and refresh for the rest of the day. I think also in terms of like wellness, for me, it's really important to separate my work from my regular, like my other life. And so if you're working somewhere that has Slack, like, and you only have to work 9 to 5. Like, if you're only being paid for 40 hours a week, I genuinely think, like, you shouldn't work more than that unless you absolutely have to. Like, and I know that that's coming from a privileged place, because I know people who pull 100-hour weeks and, like, they don't have a choice. And that's really shitty, but, like, I think I remember when I was, like, in that situation, and one of my mentors told me that it was totally possible for me to maintain my healthy lifestyle while working in investment banking and working 100 hours a week. And I just don't think that's true. So I think you have to put up boundaries. And I think if you blur those boundaries, other people will blur them too. So for example, if someone slacks you or messages you on a weekend and you're not comfortable working on weekends, then do not respond on the weekend, because if you respond on the weekend, then they're going to start expecting you to work on the weekend. So anyways, I think, like, that can be a really scary thing, but for me, putting up boundaries like that, like, I mean, I'm lucky enough that, like, at my company, like, people, like, that's not expected. And my boss is, like, very communicative and very just, like, I wouldn't say, like, protective over my team, but, like, she does a really good job of, like, enforcing that we have boundaries. Because I work at a startup, it's really easy to not have boundaries. But for me, like, I use Slack, so, like, I turn off my notifications after 5. And, like, I just put it on, like, the Z mode every day. I start getting notified at 9 and at 5. But I think that's a really good thing for me for, like, mentally separating my work. And then I think, like, especially, like, we live in a 1-bedroom, and, like, we've thought about getting a second bedroom that I would use as my office, but I don't really feel the need to have that. I actually kind of, like my work setup. I usually just, like, set up in the kitchen, and I like it, and I love that I can put my work away. I think if I was working in, like, a finance role or something, I would need a second monitor, but I don't, and I have a portable monitor in case I need one. Like, if I'm presenting or something, I like to have a second monitor. But I think, like, clearing your workspace, whatever that looks like, and separating your workspace from your bedroom. Like, I know some people who work out of their bedrooms. If you're working remote, I would really not suggest doing that. I don't think that's healthy at all. If you can work out of, like, even your living space, like, even if you put your freaking, like, stand-up desk or sit-down desk, whatever, in your living space, I think it's better than putting it in the bedroom. But I think, like, at the end of the day, shutting down whatever you need to shut down. And I personally love to, after work, I do something that's not work related. So I'll either go to a yoga class, go on a walk, even just, like, run to the grocery store and pick up, like, restocks of what I need. And then after that, I'll come home, I'll shower to kind of, like, cleanse the day off of me. And then I'll light a candle, I'll put on some music or a podcast, and I'll go into my bedroom, I'll draw the blinds. It's, like, kind of like I wake up my house in the morning and I put my house to sleep at night. So I'll shut the blinds in the bedroom, I'll turn on, like, the low lighting. If I have had a stressful day, if I've had a stressful day at work, I will take Palo Santo or sage my whole space, and I swear it clears it. And sometimes I'll even open the windows, like, even if it's the fucking dead of winter, I will do it. And then I'll make dinner. And if you're going out to dinner, you go out to dinner, or if you're ordering in, you put on a show and order in. But I think it just helps to, like, make that separation between work time at home and home time at home. But yeah, I think another big thing for me is, like, I have started adopting, like, times when I eat during the day, because I've noticed that if I don't do that, then it'll literally be, like, too far into the day and I haven't had food because I've literally been in meetings or I've just been focused on other things. So, like, having a time where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eat at this time, like, that really helps me. What's up, cutie?
I don't know. You technically picked up one, but I got a code again today.
I think it's the one I picked up.
I know, but I still technically need to open it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna look at my car once again. We're not in a rush, are we?
I mean, like, our food will be ready in, like, 5 minutes.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll be quick.
Anyways, I think that like, those things are what helped me. I hope that helped. I also think, like, working remote works for some people and it doesn't work for other people. And I think like it's important to acknowledge whether or not you are the type of person who can work a remote job or not. Like for me, I know that I could not go into an office. I would not enjoy that at all. You know, I know personally when I first started working remote, my mom was really worried about me because she was like, Mary, you can isolate yourself so hard. Like, I'm really worried about you. And it's been best case scenario for me. Like, I love it. I love it. And I think another thing is like, I do get interaction with my team. And if you're not in that type of environment, like, I think it's even more important that you seek it out outside of work. One thing that I am lacking that I kind of wish I did have was like going to fitness classes and stuff with people, and like meeting people at workout classes and stuff like that. But where I work out, Ritual, like if I go to yoga, first of all, I go to yoga probably like 2 or 3 times a week, so it's not often. And second of all, when I do Ritual, it's like, I mean, I love the teachers and stuff, but the crowd, if you've been to Ritual, you might notice this, the crowd's a little bit older, like maybe like early 30s. I think it's because it's like a little bit more expensive to go there. And I think the younger girlies go to Core Power. But yeah, it's just like, and it's dark in the yoga room, so it's kind of hard to meet people. But I also, like, in complete transparency, don't really want to pay to go to a other workout studio too. I don't know. Like, if you live in Chicago, my friend Kate goes to Yoga 2.0. I'll go with her sometimes. And like, I feel like that's a really good environment to meet people in. But even just like surrounding yourself by people at workout classes is such a great move because like, then you're still around people. But yeah, okay, that's kind of what I wanted to touch on. Our food's gonna be ready shortly. I need to toss the salad. So I'm gonna do that and I will catch you guys in a little bit, but I hope that helped. And like, let me know if you have any questions about working remote too and like practices that I have, because you guys know your girlie's got a routine for basically everything. So I probably have a routine for it if you need tips and tricks. But yeah. Sheets day. Good morning, you guys. I just got home from getting my coffee and going to the grocery store, and I figured, I'm trying to prop you on this, and I figured I would do a little haul of what I picked up at the store, and then I want to tell you guys what I use it for, because I feel like I'll do a haul and then I'll just like kind of skip over how I'm going to use the things. So I want to give you guys some meal ideas within this haul. So let's start. I went to Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, so I really made my rounds. So I'll just start out, I'll take out of the bag what I got from Trader Joe's. And yeah. Okay, so at Trader Joe's, I got fennel, cucumber. Both of these I will juice. So I love to have a juice most days. I feel like it helps with my hair, my skin, and my nails. And I'll put fennel, cucumber, celery, and like lemon or lime or ginger sometimes, it just depends. Then I got organic honey toast apples because both Blake and I eat an apple a day because apples are my favorite fruit. We love them. And I feel like I'm always restocking them. Then I got a sweet potato, which I'm gonna set aside and I'll tell you about in a second. And then I got some tomato paste. I don't know when. Sometime in the next couple of days, I'm gonna make a red sauce, so a marinara sauce with pasta. And I'm going to adapt my red sauce to have tomato paste in it. I've never done that before. I usually just do it without tomato paste. That's how I grew up having it. But I thought it would be kind of fun to try out something different. And I know people have a lot of luck with tomato paste, so I figured why not. Okay, on to Whole Foods. Mary's Gone crackers were on sale and I always need more of them. I eat these all the time. I'm constantly snacking on them. I love to have them. What do I like to have them with? With hummus. I like to have them with cheese and olives. That's a really good snack for me because it like punches a healthy fat. So like if I get hungry around like 5 or so, Mary's Gone crackers, some fresh Parmesan cheese, and some olives that I made, or I don't make the olives, but I buy the Castle of Otranto olives, and then I put them in olive oil with a bunch of herbs and garlic and just like simmer them, and they get kind of like oily and good. But that's like a great snack for me. And it tides me over until dinner. So I love Mary's Gone. My favorite are the Super Seed ones. They're so yummy and like, oh, so satiating too. Such clean ingredients, I can't speak higher. Mangoes were on sale and I kind of wanted a mango. So I'll probably just honestly peel that and eat it in a fruit bowl. Broccoli, because we use broccoli all the time. I love roasted broccoli, I love steamed broccoli, I kind of love it all. So I just feel like that's kind of a pantry staple for us, as is spinach. Spinach I will have in salads, I will have sauteed. At dinner, I like to have a salad with our dinner every night. If I'm cooking dinner, just because, like, obviously that's not like I don't need it, but I really like it. Because for some reason I feel like it kind of pushes things through and it like primes my stomach for dinner. And so I love spinach salads, like spinach and romaine is really good. Lately I haven't been eating a lot of like raw foods besides like my apple, like during the day. I've been moving towards like cooked foods just because it's the winter. So sometimes I'll make sauteed spinach with whatever I'm having for lunch. And yeah, so that's really yummy. I don't know why, but I just love spinach. I think it's because I grew up eating it, so it's almost like nostalgic and reminds me of my childhood. Well, I guess I can't say I don't eat raw foods during the day because I have a juice sometimes, so. But even if I'm having like a raw food, it's really good. Like if I do make a salad or I do make sauteed spinach, like toast is really warming right now. Like honestly, like leftovers are really warming right now. So yeah, okay. Romaine for said salads at dinner. Caesar salad, I love. Mushrooms, because they're another thing that we just are constantly stocking up on. Said salads at dinner. I just like kind of sometimes will go ham at the grocery store and just like buy like everything I know that we're gonna need for like next week. So then this was on sale and it honestly just kind of sounded good. Yogurt, we'll eat it. And I make these muffins that I want to make soon. My blueberry muffins, I want to try and do like a different rendition of them. I'm not quite sure what yet. Maybe like a chocolate chip. I don't know. But they use yogurt in the recipe actually. Or sour cream, but I never buy sour cream because I hate it. There aren't many things that I hate, but I hate sour cream. Okay. And then I got a whole chicken, which I'm gonna roast tonight with this sweet potato and then carrots. I also have carrots in my fridge. So that's what we got. Clean everything. I swear to you guys, my nighttime routine is starting earlier and earlier. I'm officially a grandma. Guys, I have brown noise going, and if you need something to help reduce your anxiety, I really recommend get some brown noise going on. Because it will, I don't know why I felt the need to shut that, but I guess the brown noise was kind of distracting out there. But as I'm talking about it, get some brown noise going because it is so calming and relaxing. But I just got out of the shower. It is legitimately like 5 p.m. And I finished up work and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna shower and read my book and relax. I am making a roast chicken for dinner tonight, so that will require me to start cooking. Usually I start cooking an hour in advance of when I want the meal to start. As you guys know, I'm a routine girly. So my cooking routine, I start an hour before because that gives me an hour to make dinner. But with a roast chicken, I like to start an hour and 20 minutes before. And then if I have like downtime after the chicken's in the oven, then that's better than not because it'll take 10 minutes or so to prep the chicken to go into the oven, maybe a little bit longer. And then I want it to rest for like 5 minutes or so. So that's the plan. And then my boss actually has a food account. I don't know if I told you guys this. You should follow it, honestly. She is so good. Like, she's such a great cook, genuinely. Like, I'm being dead serious. It's called BRB Cooking Dinner. But anyways, she posted this chicken soup that is so nostalgic for me, because my dad always used to make chicken soup. And so I'm doing roasted chicken tonight, and then tomorrow night I'll make roasted chicken, or I'll make soup out of the leftover chicken, and then I'm gonna prep sourdough tonight, and then I'll bake tomorrow, and so we'll do it with fresh sourdough, which I love. I'm gonna put on this headband. Yes, I was influenced by Emily Kaiser. I love her. And Blake saw it and he said, "Why are you wearing that? What is that?" I said, "You don't like it?" But anyways, I'm just feeling so calm. And I think this year I'm kind of embracing January in a different way. Like, usually I have so much resistance, where I feel like this year I'm kind of just leaning into it. Like, I'm watching a lot of shows, I'm reading, like, I'm just kind of chilling and accepting the fact that not every day is going to be as productive as it is in the summer, and it's just how it is. So I encourage you to do the same, because self-care isn't always green juice and hot yoga, you know? Self-care can be just relaxing. I think self-care is honestly just listening to your body. Like, I think that is, like, and it's self-care in its simplest form. So yeah, but I'm excited to go read my book. I'm not even eating this bread. It's making me like want to fall asleep, but I kind of love it. And yeah, I kind of want to talk a little bit more about like post-grad stuff, because I was talking to my coworkers today. And okay, I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I work on a team of 4. We're all girls. I love my team. They're really awesome. Like, I'm really grateful for my team. And they, hold on, I'm gonna fill this and then sit down. Okay, sorry, I wanted to get posted up and cozy. But anyways, first of all, if you see the chicken, if you're planning on roasting a chicken, make sure you bring it to room temp so it's still a little bit before I'm gonna start cooking. What is this? Oh my God, you guys, I've been getting this rash on my face lately. Those aren't zits. Like, they're not above the skin. It's just like a rash. It's so weird. So if anyone, like, this is the only thing that's like from a zit. If anyone knows what that is, let me know. But anyways, oh, I was saying I love my coworkers, but today we were talking about making friends post-grad, because one of my coworkers is my age, and then the other ones are like a little bit older meaning in their 30s. And I was talking to the one who's my age, and we were just talking about how making friends post-grad can be really hard. And like, I'm lucky that like I have like some really solid friendships here. I mean, I definitely don't have like a friend group, but like I have some great friends here. And I honestly think I manifested that, like, genuinely. But in terms of like making friends post-grad, like post-grad can be a really isolating time. And it's like, I've talked about this before. I don't think it's talked about enough. I think it's very hard, and it's a lot harder than it's made up to be, because it's the first time you're fully on your own. And like, some people have work friends, some people don't have friends. Believe me, I was one of those for a while. And I think you have to just go out of your way to cultivate friendships. And it's hard because it's like a lot of people, like, I think there's 2 buckets of people in post-grad. The ones who have friends that they had in college, or even their high school friends, like that they're all in the same city, they're friends, or the ones who don't have friends. And so I think it's really difficult, and it seems like very isolating because it seems like everyone has friends. But I think that you want, and I think this is the same thing with relationships, I've talked about it before. Go where you want to meet people and just get a little bit more social than you usually would be. So like, if you want to meet people at yoga, go to yoga. If you want to meet people at a coffee shop, go work at a coffee shop, like I was talking about earlier in this video. I honestly think that, like, for the first time with making friends, the ball is fully in your court, because like, when we're in school, we're kind of like pigeonholed into friend groups. That's not a bad thing, but like you're friends with who's in your sorority, or you're friends with who you're in the business school with, or med school with, whatever. Whereas post-grad, it's like, okay, like, I mean, you can just be friends with people that you work with, but you can also be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. So there's also a lot of freedom in that to find like true soul friendships. So I encourage you guys to go where you want to meet people. Like, if you want to meet people at the bars, go to the bars. I've talked about this with like boys and stuff, but like, if you want to meet someone on a dating app, or if you want to meet people on Bumble Friends, then like go on there. But if you don't, then go where you want to meet people. And yeah, if I were in the market for a boyfriend, I think that I would go to Whole Foods every day. And I would literally like manifest that I was gonna meet someone at Whole Foods, because I mean, I don't really know if a bad egg is gonna be shopping at Whole Foods. I mean, a lot of people shop at Whole Foods, but like, I don't know. I've seen some pretty hot guys at Whole Foods. There's no way they all have girlfriends. So go to Whole Foods, my friends. Also, I don't know what this like thing is lately with me saying my friends to people, like my friend. It's not gonna work, Mary. I don't like that one. Yeah, what else did I want to talk about? I don't know. I feel like this vlog's getting too long, but I also kind of like long vlogs. Like, let me know what you guys like, because the thing with long vlogs is that like you can skip over whatever you want to skip over. I won't take offense. Whereas with short vlogs, it's like 5 minutes, like sprint, and then we're done. Long vlogs, I feel like you guys just kind of like it feels more like we're hanging, you know? I'm really excited to cook dinner tonight, but I do want to read, because I am doing this thing where I read a nonfiction book a month, and to do that, I read 10 pages a day. So I need to read my 10 pages of The Places That Scare You, and then I want to read my thriller book. Firefly Lane time.